All right, guys, this is part 2 of the sale video. We're going to be going over a complete Gold Star collection, and the price in the title is, not clickbait. It's what the cards would cost if you bought everything. So if you pay me that price, this whole Gold Star collection is yours. We touched on the first editions in the part 1 video, so we're going to go ahead and scoot those over because it's all about the Gold Stars today. So starting out, we have a PSA 9 Mudkip Gold Star. I love this card, and I will say, if people want individual cards, got a little white nicker there on the back. If people want individual cards, these PSA 9s, as well as some of the higher value cards, will be the last to go. So a lot of these lower grade ones, like this Torchic 4, I'll be more likely to part with than others. But yeah, I'm looking to sell this whole set as a whole. I'm willing to work out some deals. This Trico Near Mint 7 is really nice. Like I said, I'm willing to talk and work out some deals, but some of the more heavy hitter cards like the Rayquaza and Charizard that you will see are going to be held on to a little longer, because ultimately when I reach some other goals, this set will likely be completed once again, and I'll likely be going for 7s or better. So any of these cards like this, even though not as desirable, this EX Deoxys set is just really hard to come by, and I might start holding on to any of these Gold Stars that are like 7 or higher. The Rayquaza Gold Star here is a 5, and it's got an awesome swirl. Like, look at that. It's almost like coming out of its mouth. So overall, the front of the card looks really clean. He does have some issues with the edges, and that's pretty much where most of this card's problem lies. You can kind of see on the corners, there's a little raised edge there. So that's where most of this card's problem is. Overall, really nice card though. Then we have the 3 dogs. I know I'm going to kind of hit these all together. Inte 8, really nice and clean. The holo really started to pop when they went to the Unseen Forces. Raikou is a 5. It's got some edge wear, but I am not sure where, like it's got edge wear all the way around. That could be justification for a 5. I really didn't see anything else on the card, so it might just be, picky edge wear. Darn PSA. Then we have a Suicune, which is nice. It's got a nice little 3-dot holo there following the tail. And it's a 7, mostly for edge wear as well. Then we have a Groudon. It got a 6. Really was pretty much just this corner down here. I was hoping this card would get a little higher. See the corners? They just got a little edge wear on them. I think they are really strict on the back of cards for edge wear right now, especially these old WotC sets, and it's understandable. You can see here this edge wear kind of goes across the bottom with a nick up at the top for the Kyogre. Next up, we have one of the nicer ones. We have Metagross, which is a PSA 8. Does have the little nicks on the bottom, but this one could have scored a 9 pretty easily, in my opinion. I think these were graded on the little harsher side, but yeah, we'll see. Regice Gold Star. Got a nice little swirl there. This is another one that I was really expecting to be pretty nice. I mean, the back looks good. And for it to not only get like an 8, or for it to not get like an 8 or a 9, but a 7, this one could potentially, it's not that expensive, so I don't know about like cracking it out and all that, but this is the first time any of these cards have been graded. If you're wondering about that, there is 1 and 2 exceptions. 2 exceptions, which I'll get to. It is the Mew and the Vaporeon. One of them worked out. I didn't get any grades that were higher than before, but I'll explain why. I cracked those out many years ago. Moving on, we're into the last stack here. We have Celebi Gold Star, which is a 5. Edgeware, obviously on the bottom and the top. You know, see that 5 range edgeware just really varies. You have a card that looks like this, and then you have a card that you can't even see straight on, but it's there. It's more about the area that it covers, I think, rather than the damage. Here we have a Crystal Guardians Alakazam. This card is extremely clean, other than the fact of one of the corners down here is a little, it's got like a little, not an indentation, but you can tell like the corner has been much more worn than the other parts of the card. Overall, really clean looking card though. Next up, one of my favorites. This one looks so good in the PSA case. It is the Gyarados Gold Star in a 7. Just got a little edge wear on the back there. Overall, looking really clean. Then we have the Mewtwo Gold Star. This is my first ever Gold Star. Picked it up at least 10 years ago. So yeah, pretty crazy that this held up and got the 8 all these years later. It really had a shot at a 9 in my opinion, but can't complain there. The Mew Gold Star, one of the more sought after ones. We have him in a 6. Little edge wear on the back. Trying to get my camera to focus here. I don't know what is going on or why we're not focusing. But we'll just keep rolling. We have the Charizard Gold Star. Let me see if I can maybe zoom in a little better here. A little focus got a little better there. Charizard Gold Star. This guy, you know, I picked this up so long ago. This one was probably like right after that Mewtwo. It does have a weird ink dot there on the E. It is ink. I was worried about PSA, like how much they dock for that, because I mean the back edgeware of this guy looks really good, and they valued it as an 8, so must not have been too big a deal. But it is there. It is ink. It's not like dirt or anything, so that is a strange one. This Mew, this was a PSA 9. I will tell you straight up. I cracked this out for my binder. You know, I'm really weird. I crack 9s out for binder. This is, of course, when they were worth like much less. But yeah, this actually was a former 9, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be resubmitting this or not. But you know, if the offer's there to buy it right now, you know, there's a potential play there. I do still have the cert card, so I'll probably be showing that in the video too. Yeah, so yeah, definitely a bummer there. We have the Hollow Flareon Gold Star from Power Keepers. We're getting into the Eeveelutions. Once again, just a little edge wear on the back. Jolteon as a 7. Little off center maybe, and you know, edge wear on the back. Then we have a Vaporeon. This was the other one that I cracked out for a binder. It was a 9 in the past and got the 9 again. So really happy that it came back, you know, what it should have been. So this guy has been graded twice, both times at a 9. So you can say with confidence this guy is pretty good 9. And last but not least, we have the non-hollow Gold Stars, the Espeon and Umbreon. Now, why are these PSA 2? So there is hairline creases. If you guys are interested in these, I could crack these out and do a more in-depth video on these specifically. Not like crack them out of the case, but take the plastic off. Maybe I'll go ahead and do that now. It's got like a lot of edge wear problems on the back. But the Espeon specifically, I don't know if you can see this too much, but its main problem is the edge wear, but also has some slight indentions, which I don't think you can even see. You can see I'm reflecting a little lamp, but there you can see it kind of, like look right here, kind of going like this. Like you see that right there? That is just kind of a light indentation. But it does go all the way through the card. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see it right there. But that's literally it. Like the surface of the card, you can tell it's been thrown around in a box. But there's very small like hardly noticeable indentions there. You can notice it with the card out of the PSA case, but yeah, very, very hard to see kind of at all when it's in the case. So there's the problem with the Espeon. The Umbreon, let's go ahead and crack this guy out of the bag. This guy, it doesn't have any bends or indentions like that. It does have some light creases though. One of them being right down here. You can see it right there. It is very small. And then there might be one more. Like I said, it's very hard to see, but you know, they grade these rough as they should. I think it's maybe like a slight one right here that you can see. Yeah, right there. I don't even know if you can see that on the front, but maybe up here where that light is reflecting. So yeah, just a couple hairline creases that really brings down the grade of the card quite drastically. So yeah, that's why those two got 2s. So let me know if you guys want any of these, and I'll be appreciative to work out a deal. Like I said, check me out on Instagram at the username that I go by here, and we can talk prices and kind of go from there. Some of these might wind up on eBay. Maybe go through Z&G Emporium's consignment service for the bigger guys. But if you have any questions, reach out. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.